From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
Okay, ready?
Throwing first play is Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
But normally you see three tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The Niners at 4-10 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Lance now on first down. And this one's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Lance again. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Working from the gun, Lance.
He finds his man complete. It's Burgess. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
To throw again on second down. Lance over the middle, complete. It's Burgess. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. Davis Price will try to pick it up. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Only 3 there on the pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now Lance. Touchdown! A great effort there. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Starts with a run by White, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And he rifles one incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Ready.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
The Lance going to throw.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Chase Claypool, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Lance. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
The Niners on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, they'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off-play action. Cody.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And the 49ers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
He gets this one to Davis Price.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a play fake. Lance on the move to his left. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Watch out now. Sticky Fury.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll give this to Davis Price running right.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
2nd down. Here's Davis Price.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That is caught inside the 5.
And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Right, 97.
Davis Price is in. Touchdown 49ers.
Second effort there. He was determined to find Victor, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he?
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Ready?
Play action. Now it's Lance. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Come on, set.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Lance on the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eric Kendricks able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Joseph now to have the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Next to score, Niners 19, Vikings 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Blue check. Black one.
Second down, and again, it's Davis Price. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Lance now on first down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Rolling to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On third and long, it's Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
To throw on second down, Cody. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll try to pick this up on the ground. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he loses the football a second time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
On 1st and 10, Coney, he's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
Watch out now. Stick with Fury. Ready?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. This one caught by Kittle. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. 49ers. George Kittle, 95 yards. And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw. Cody. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Vikings! Herb Smith Jr. from 21 yards away. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 1st down, Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And the slot man goes in motion left. On second down, they'll run with White. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Off the play fake. Coney. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. White is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Fred Warner.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And Lance now to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Burgess. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
I'm the best, and you know, and I got it, and I own it on my own. Get my way up, you know, I go, you know.